What's going on, folks? Welcome to tonight's episode of the Rattler Roundup Podcast. I'm JPeeps,
Yeah, it's your boy Bishop Bonnet, man.
and hopefully, I know we didn't have an exciting Florida Classic weekend exactly, but I mean, it was still a good game, nevertheless. But all in all, with that being said, Bishop, how you doing, man?
Doing good, man. Had a very long day at work. Down to work 11 hours today. So.
I can understand that, man. I can understand that. As always, folks, as be sure to leave a comment as well as also be sure to like, share, and subscribe to this channel as well. I'm on my phone tonight because I'm out of town. Bishop knows the matter at hand and everything as well. But nevertheless, we're going to still do this as best as we can and give top quality and everything too. So with that being said, I guess first thing we can hop into actually this evening is volleyball. They brought home the SWAC championship. Started out as the 8 seed, went through who was it? Number 1 seed PV. Then after that, went through
Alabama A&M, I believe.
And then got through Southern. So I mean, hey, at least something went right this weekend,
Yeah, big shout out to them, man. That just goes to show you about championship tradition, man. Like we was talking about, I believe right before the championship started, they was getting on a very good hot streak. You feel me? So they was catching the right stride at the right time, man. And that's just a winning coach, instill into his program that hey, we still got it, and those players that won the SWAC championship last year still on the team. So, hey man, shout out to them young ladies.
Yeah, for real. Also, too, I guess we can go ahead and pull out because we don't have the image. I guess we can go ahead and pull out our Rattler of the Week. Mackenzie. Oh my gosh, I can't even figure out her name.
Mackenzie Taylor.
Yeah, Mackenzie Taylor. Two-time SWAC champion. Won the SWAC last year. SWAC champ this year. Had herself a day. I believe she had like 40 assists and then like 10 plus, digs. So, I mean, her numbers jumped out big time in that championship game.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody was able to watch it, but I watched that. I was able to watch it, and it was very interesting. That last set to win it all, it got very competitive. But the girls,
Oh.
they fought it out and they bring it home, man. I know it was a good feeling for them to win it at home. So
yeah, for real, because it's like you start as an 8 seed, but then you realize too, it's like you're right there at home. You don't have to like go back to a hotel and regroup. Everything you need is there. You're familiar with your surroundings. You sleep in a much more comfortable bed, I'm sure.
for sure. And LaDonna, she ended up winning freshman of the year. I remember I called that in the beginning of the year, just how good she was playing. So
Yeah, that's wonderful to hear, man. Now, my thing is, go ahead.
There you go. I was just saying that program gonna be volleyball team gonna continue to be good, man. I can see them winning it for the next 2-3 years.
Yeah, hopefully they can, win it every year that, Trantham and Mackenzie Taylor are all there. Plus, and like NC Rattler said right here, Mackenzie Taylor's only a sophomore. So, first 2 years, 2 rings as a SWAC champion, and then LaDonna Trantham comes in freshman of the year. And in her first year, she's also got a ring and stuff too. Like that says a lot about the volleyball program that has been built here. So, kudos to those ladies, man. I'd love to see them go into the tournament and, get a win or two and continue to push this thing and be, establish themselves as a powerhouse.
Mm-hmm. And we know that, speaking of, I know you misspoke when you said that, but the women's basketball team had a game tonight against Mercer.
Yes. They are currently playing Mercer. I wish I could watch it. I would be watching it on.
Game over now. They end up losing
Oh man, but by how much?
75-59.
I mean, okay. I mean, they're slowly trying to find a win. Hopefully, they can find one when conference play starts. So I mean, we're seeing a decrease in the point spreads. I guess you could say.
I mean, it's kind of been the same for the past 3 games.
Oh man.
Against UCF, the score is 76-59. Against Sanford, the score was 77-57.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's been about in the same range, to be honest.
Okay. Well,
I know the next game Sunday against the South Alabama at 11 a.m. Pacific time. So I don't know what time it is, y'all.
Oh yeah. It is against. I think it's 2 p.m. is that game.
Okay.
Yeah, and then as well too. The men also they don't play again until December 2nd, and then again December 5th. I know we hinted at that last week. So I know they play up here actually where I'm at right now, Jacksonville University.
Mm-hmm.
They play do y'all call them the Dolphins? You're from here.
Yeah, they call it Dolphins.
Okay. Yeah, so they play the Dolphins, and then they also play Barber Scotia out of the Carolinas as well on December 5th. So 2 big games for the men to look forward to. And with the layoff, I sit there and I say to myself, like, they should come out firing on all cylinders.
Mm-hmm. Other than any other sports, I don't know any other sport that got anything going on right now.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, I know they've been doing like a little bit of fall league softball recently as well with getting ready for the season and everything like that. They played a couple of like community colleges around the area and everything. And then, I mean, I'm sure Coach Shoup is gearing up for another run back to the championship. I thought he had the team to do it last year. I think he's got the team to do it this year. So, we're rooting for them as well. But I know everybody wants to talk about the one thing that as to why they all came here tonight, and that's the Florida Classic.
Yeah. So what's your take on the Florida Classic?
I mean, look, I'll start by saying this. I think God and the universe did not want me to do a post game, which I never do for the Classic. But at the same time, too, I think and by the way, y'all did a great job last night on the recap as well. But in my opinion, man, I mean, look, I love the fight. I like how they fought back from 24-9.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, too, is just I sit there and I say to myself, it's the same story every week. Can't stop running nose on defense, miscommunications on defense, guys out of place or guys wandering out of their zones and stuff. I'm not going to belittle or bash any player, but I will say, like, I said it after the game up in the stands. I'm going to say it now. I'm at a point of zero confidence in this coaching staff. I hate to be that guy, but I'm just at that point.
You're not the only person I feel that way.
So I just feel like some type of change needs to happen. Because I mean, last year we were 7-5. This year you're 6-6. Hopefully. And then I don't see us improving much next year. We're gonna have we got some good pieces on this team. I just don't feel like they're.
I say we do.
Yeah, I just don't think that we're being led by the right general. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I do feel like I was actually gonna pop some numbers up here tonight had I had my laptop, working efficiently. But I was gonna show the fact that I hate to kind of just put it out there, but Albany State has the fourth best defense in Division II football right now. Just saying. Now, what does that all mean? I mean, who knows? But just wanted to throw that out there. But yeah, man. I mean, the fact that, and I've watched that 4th and 8 play to no end. It's just you have to just. It's one of those things you got to laugh at it. You got to laugh at it. Just keep from getting upset. So
yeah, man, that was bad all around.
It was.
Last play was bad all around.
Well, I think so. So, what was your takeaway though? Especially with looking at the running backs.
I believe that started off slow. I like that we made it a competitive game. I like that we fought back. I just ain't like that we couldn't make that stop that we needed, that big time stop. Yeah, I don't either. I can't believe we couldn't make that big time stop. Like we just needed a stop. We couldn't get one stop. So
let's see. Because I was watching y'all last night, man, and actually, let me take this off real quick. Or wait, I'd like to think we can keep Jamal Haley, Goldie, and Wiltshire around, but But I was watching y'all last night, and I was listening to your thoughts and everything. It's like when you were saying how y'all had guys that used to say, when the game's on the line, put the ball in my hands and everything. And I'm saying to myself, I'm like, in a moment like that, on defense especially, do we have a guy that can seal it, get that game sealing interception or get that game sealing sack or anything like that? Because we have a miscommunication problem defensively, and it's very evident. So, because again, this is me going back to being a Bucs fan. You could always count on John Lynch to make a play and get that game sealing interception. I don't see that when I look at our secondary. So but I will say though, I was impressed with seeing Thad Franklin run the ball effectively. He bounced back well from that fumble he had earlier in the game, and then Jamal Haley wide open, right down the pipe, and then Little Burris made a couple plays and he had 2 touchdowns in that game too. So it's it's a blessing and a curse at the same time. It's we lost. But at the same time, too, I'll still stand by what I say when I say that they were not a good football team. That was not a good football team that we lost to. They have some good players here and there, but it's actually a good thing because I feel like whoever does come in and is the next head guy, whether that's in 2026 or 2027, I think that they could run circles around that team.
No, for sure. It wasn't a good team. We weren't a good team either. So,
yeah. Here's one. They're scared on that defense. They're scared someone is going to muck up.
Yeah, you can't play scared, man. You can't play scared. You can't play scared to mess up.
Because, they always tell you, if you're going to make a mistake, do it going 100 miles per hour.
No, for sure.
Let's see. Oh, here we go. The defensive side, the defensive side has severely regressed. Hairs separates us from Southern and Valley for the bottom.
Yeah. How you what you think about his next game?
Next game, I mean, we should win. We should. But it's when I really look at it, it's Colsey had said it's going to take us a while to get over it and everything. I'm just sir, you can't say that. Well, I guess they say what they want to say, but I'm just like, to boost the morale of your team, it's like you can't put that out in the media. You know, like you got to say, like, you know, we have to find a way to regroup, rebound, gather our thoughts, lick our wounds, and go out there and go finish the year on a high note. But instead, you're saying, "Oh, it's going to take us a little while to get over this."
Yeah, that's like I said, bro. We take on we take on the personality on the coach. So whatever his mindset is, however he feels, that's what's gonna be projected onto the team. So
Yeah, and that statement right there told me everything I needed to know, man. And again, you had said that last night too, and I'm just saying to myself, like, man, like we really do take on a personality, and much like I think it was Mr. Campbell or Keith had said it last night too. Like we lost the first game almost about the same way we lost that game Saturday.
yeah.
Let's see here. Said, I expect to win Saturday. Yeah, we all expect to win. Question is, does Colsey expect to win?
Yeah, it definitely give you a it's definitely be a trap game though, like because this lost to Classic, it really don't want to play in this game because it's in Itta Bena. Nobody's gonna be there. You're missing Thanksgiving. You thought the season was gonna be over. Now you got to go all the way to Itta Bena playing this boring game. You ain't got nothing to play for. So now this is really gonna be on coaching on whether or not he can get his guys up to play.
Yeah. No, I've been saying it for a couple weeks. It ain't gonna be nothing but two people and a mule there.
Yeah.
Because and they're selling tickets for free. Like for this game this weekend. Because I mean, look, if you ain't going to this game, I guarantee, like in Mississippi, the majority of the people are going to be at the Egg Bowl on Friday night, or a large chunk of them are prepping for the SWAC championship, you know, the next week. So and then plus, yeah, again, it's Thanksgiving weekend. So it's like, I don't expect many people to be there.
I don't expect a lot of people to be there either.
Because let me ask you this now, like because y'all went to Itta Bena in 21, right?
Yeah.
Outside of their band, was there really a whole lot of people there?
Nah, fam, you had more people than they did.
Oh, wow. Yeah, see, I already know where this is about to go. So, yeah, Colsey's going to have to find a way to bring his own juice to, you know, keep them motivated and find a way. Because, again, you can't lose to Valley 2 straight seasons.
Yeah, that's very bad, huh?
And a guy like, because, you know, like they were talking about it at Media Day, like Colsey, he mentioned like how, you know, he used to look up to Terrell Buckley and how, you know, he was one of the guys that came in behind Terrell Buckley at Florida State and everything. Like Terrell Buckley he's new on the scene, but you know, he's heavily motivated to go out there and stick it to Colsey and beat him. Let's see. Said, I expect a dogfight with a team who has fewer scholarships, resources, and a backup quarterback.
Yeah, you want to talk about low resources. I'll let you lose this game to a team that definitely don't got no resources.
You know, I was looking at their campus from Google Earth, and I was just like, I said to myself, I'm like, how on earth do people go here?
Yeah, bro, there's literally nothing there.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I hate to put another school, like another HBCU down like that, but I'm just like, how are they not like a Division II school? But let's see. Someone did say they were flying though. Let's see. The bus ride from the hotel to stadium is longer than the flight from Talia to Jackson. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Now, if he loses to Valley 2 straight seasons, I'm officially done. Yeah, no. If he goes 5-7, I think that's definitely grounds for termination. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, man. Let's see.
But yeah, hopefully, man, the other sports can, bring us some. Hopefully, Charlie Ward can, get that basketball team going.
Yeah. And, even going back to seeing them play USF, there was a lot of good things that I was able to take away from that. So, I feel good about that team's chances going into SWAC play. There's so many others to look forward to. Hopefully the girls can figure out a way to get it turned around. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, and then again, I expect big things from softball and baseball this year. Those are two teams that I think could end up getting a spot in the region. So, but again, winning the SWAC and getting a spot in the region, of course. But yeah, so we'll see what happens. I'm rooting hard for them. But yeah, man. Now, let me ask you this: as far as quarterback play goes this year, how would you grade RJ from how would you grade RJ from week one in that Orange Blossom Classic to, what we saw in the Florida Classic?
I give him a B-.
That's fair. Yeah.
Because he definitely made improvements. Definitely.
Yeah.
And that's all.
Yeah,
to be honest.
Yeah, no, I agree. He definitely, because I'll be honest, I was rough on him. We both have been rough on him on here. A couple times in the past couple weeks, and 20 of 24, and then he kind of started kind of creeping out of his shell a little bit on homecoming, and then he kind of continuously saw it get better week after week after week. And I saw it too. Especially I want to say even in the Jackson State game, despite getting blown out, he wasn't afraid to take a shot deep. He threw one to Kenari Wilcher deep, just didn't hit him. But it's even going back to the Pine Bluff game. Took a shot deep, connected with Wilcher there. I think if they would have done a better job of, scheming guys open with certain route concepts, I think that he could have taken some shots early in the first half against Bethune. Hell, we may maybe even win that game if he does that.
Man, that was a crazy game, but that game hurt. That game hurt.
Dude, it did. When I was telling Ashley from Fang Exchange, I was like, dude, I've never packed up stuff from a tailgate so fast. Never. Because I've been tailgating since probably early 2000s. That was the quickest I'd ever packed up and folded up a tent by myself. I got back to the car so quick. I took that thing down so fast, packed it up, folded it up neatly, threw it back in my vehicle, and I was like, I'm just sitting there, just sipping on a little adult beverage I had brought with me. And I was like, my folks came back and they were like, you already packed everything up? I was like, look, that man recruited 400 defensive backs and he couldn't stop a 4th and 8 in what should have been a cover 4. My blood is boiling.
Yeah, man, that shit was bad, dog.
Let's see. Here we go. Wait. I quickly got over the results of that game. I was happy or sad. I was cool.
Hey, man, I was messed up. You can't lose that game, dog. I don't give a damn.
Yeah, no, I agree. No, you can't. You really no. You just you can't. I was just blown away, man. I was just blown away because I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, surely somebody's got to make a play. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, you know what? We might just come through with it, get an interception or something, and surely it never comes. And then they jumped off sides. What was it, like 3rd and 20? They jumped off sides.
Nah, it was 3rd and 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, even still, like you got them backed up like that on on a huge 3rd down.
Actually, I think it was 4th and 3. It was 3rd and 20, and then they jumped off sides on 4th and 3.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. See, you can't do that in a crucial game like that, in a moment like that. And again, it goes back to what you were saying. Who can you depend on in a big moment? Who wants the ball in their hands? Who wants to make that big play?
Mm-hmm.
And that's where he harps on details and discipline. It's things like that right there that you got to be like, all right, we got to harp on details and discipline.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just, look, I just want to see this season get finished out strong. Hopefully they can go to Itta Bena and get a win. Focus on getting to 2026 and the Orange Blossom Classic to start the year. My thing, I'm like you, man. They got to hit the high schools hard. If you're going to, in my opinion, if you're going to go get guys out of the portal, you need to go get guys that are Florida guys that are consistent playmakers and that have good film. There's 2 of them out there right now. I think one of them just left from Western Carolina. He's from Lakeland. And then there's another one too. I forget the name of the school. If I see it, I'll send it to you though. But he started out at UCF and then ended up somewhere else. But his numbers were pretty good too.
Okay.
But yeah, man. But other than that, you said any plans for Thanksgiving though? I know we were talking about it last week.
And I'm gonna hook up with my homeboy and shit. My homeboy down here in San Diego, so he in the military. We're gonna hang out with him and his friends. So
nice. That's what's up, man. Yeah, I will be coming back from basically, up here in Jacksonville, heading back home. We're gonna probably after that we'll do Thanksgiving on a Friday. Go catch a high school game, a playoff game on that Friday night, and just enjoy the vibes and stuff, and then turn around and get ready for Saturday.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big game though, bro. I'm looking forward to ending the season off right. I hope we do.
Same. I hope we do as well. Also, right here again, appreciate that Fangs Up, man. Again, yeah, like, share, and subscribe to this channel as well too. Like, share, and subscribe to all the other channels. Again, I'm on my phone because of the Wi-Fi in this hotel, so definitely, like, even though I'm not able to post it, go check out Fang Exchange. Go, follow Fangs Up Podcast, ONG Strike Zone. Go follow all these FAMU platforms in the FAMU universe. Go check out Troy and Fat Mouth Sports. Go check out Mr. Campbell and Coach's Corner as well too. Everybody's got good content out there and stuff. This is a good one. Ooh.
Yeah. Get guys that can make plays, man. For winning.
Yes. I saw somebody said something today. It said, because the coach had put out there, he said, I want 6-foot corners. If you're a 6-foot corner, put your film out there. And someone said, like, that shouldn't matter. If you need to be just trying to go get a dog. Like, if he's a 5'9", 5'10" corner that's scrappy and that can play, you should just be recruiting him versus a 6-foot guy or 6'2" guy that's not making many plays.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, that's
Yeah, I don't.
Let's see. Here's another one. So little baby's dropping dimes tonight. Stop getting these guys that have FBS DBs behind their name and bringing them in. Get someone with tape.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Dude, she's been bars this evening, man. Let's see. We need D linemen. Honestly, we need offensive linemen too, man. But we do need to emphasize defensive linemen because, again, of your 40 guys you're losing, I think 22 of them are on the defensive side of the football. So whether it's Colsey or whether it's somebody else, you definitely need to hit on it this offseason. And they're out here, believe me. They're all these high schools. I mean, what high school that Chad's at? He's at Edgewater, right?
No, yeah, Evans. Yeah, high school called Evans.
Oh, Evans, yes. Again, there's Evans High School, Edgewater. We had Keir Hall on. UGalley High School. That's another one. They're actually still in the playoffs. I think they're gonna play Reigns actually here in a few weeks, probably if they get past Bishop Moore. I think they're gonna play Reigns.
Yeah, it should be next week.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and then I think whoever wins between you two, and then whoever comes out of that Miami Northwestern Miami Central game, I think too this weekend is going to be in states.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so let me ask you now, how you feel about the possible rematch between Northwestern and Reigns?
Oh, bro, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it for sure.
Yeah, same, man, same. Hopefully it's televised to where I can see it, statewide and everything. So I'm definitely looking forward to checking it out and stuff. And hopefully I'm not the only one checking it out. Hopefully there are some coaches that are also checking it out too. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But with that, I mean, I think we covered everything. I know you had a long day at work and everything too, and then trust me, I've had a long day up here as well. So I was gonna say before we get out of here, you got anything, Bishop?
Nah, man, y'all boys just stay blessed, man. I know it's the holidays and stuff.
Facts.
Yeah, just stay blessed, man, and be thankful that we here. Love on your family. Don't be afraid to talk to somebody, man, if you're down and depressed. It's the holidays and we can go through those times.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's facts, man. Again, because just seeing with the boy in Dallas, man, if you do need somebody to talk to, don't hesitate. Just always ask, man. Again, I'll say it like this, man. Student athletes, you played at a higher level than I did. Y'all are people too, man. Y'all need people to talk to, support groups and everything and stuff. Because when it's over, it's over. So again, you have my number, Bishop. I'm always here to talk. Of course, I always try to, again, much like with family too, I just try to reach out to family and stuff and talk to them as well and everything. Be there for your family, support them. Of course, again, this is the holidays, folks. So, that cousin you probably haven't spoken to in a while, just hit them up, see how they're doing. Get into contact with them, go try to go catch up, go get some food together, take them fishing, something like that. But alrighty, man. I think this is where we can wrap up. All right, folks. Y'all take care. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Run and Gun podcast will be out tomorrow at 8 p.m. So be sure to tune in for that as well. And as always, take care, stay safe, stay blessed. We will see you. Will we see them next week, Bishop?
Yeah, we should. We're gonna end it off right with one last one.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so
Yeah,
we will see you next week.
And then next season, towards the summer, we're gonna start. We're gonna probably start back during the summer. I just gotta, just get everything right.
For sure. So yeah, awesome. Happy Thanksgiving as well to all of you as well. Hopefully, y'all.
Everybody.
Once again, y'all stay safe, stay blessed. We will see you next week.